In this problem, we're going to find the absolute minimum value of the function 6x minus x squared plus 4 on the interval, the closed interval from 0 to infinity. All right, so we're looking for the absolute maximum value. So if we want to use the second derivative test, what we need, so we need a single value where we have a critical value. So we need a critical value. That means the derivative is equal to 0. And because we're looking for a minimum, we want our function to be concave down on the interval as well. So in other words, the second derivative of x needs to be less than 0 on this interval. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to find the first derivative so we can find our critical values. So the derivative of f of x is going to be 6 minus 2x, and then the derivative of 4 is 0. So the derivative is 6 minus 2x. So I can factor the 2 out, and this becomes 3 minus x. And my critical value in this case is going to be x is equal to 3. Now then, the thing to notice is that this value, x equals 3, this is the only critical value in my interval. So this is the only critical value in my interval 0 to infinity. So I can use the second derivative test. All right. Now then, first I need to take the second derivative before I can apply the test. So the second derivative of x is going to equal 0 minus 2. So the second derivative is equal to negative 2, which is less than 0 everywhere, right? So this is less than 0 everywhere, no matter what x is equal to. Right? So that means that my function is indeed concave down on the interval 0 to infinity. All right. So that means is, all right, so remember that if I have a single, so I have a single critical value, right? That was x equals 3, and f prime of 3 is equal to 0. And then the other thing that we had for what we were looking for was the second derivative. Right? So, and the second derivative at 3 is also, well, is equal to negative 2, which is less than 0. In other words, it's concave down. So I have my absolute maximum. I have an absolute maximum at x equals 3. Okay, but more than that, I want to know what that value is. So the value of my absolute value is going to be f of 3, okay, which means I'm going to put 3 back into my original function. So 6 times 3 minus 3 squared plus 4. So 6 times 3 is 18. 18 minus 9 is 9, and 9 plus 4 is 13. So my absolute maximum on the interval 0 to infinity is 13.